Are you worried? Are you having second thoughts? Is your head spinning? Is your stomach tied in knots? Just think of us and everything will work out fine. Just let your heart lead your mind. 'Cause when the heart takes on the mind, the heart will win every time. 'Cause there's nothing you can do, it's not up to me or you. So don't even try, don't ask yourself why. Let your heart lead your mind. Don't plan the future, things will be what they'll be. All I need is you, and all you need is me. Our love is strong, and it'll stand the test of time. Just let your heart lead your mind. 'Cause when the heart takes on the mind, the heart will win every time. 'Cause there's nothing you can do, it's not up to me or you. So don't even try, don't ask yourself why. Let your heart lead your mind.
We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises, a kiss for luck and we're on our way.
We've only begun.
Before the rising sun we fly. So many roads to choose. We start out walking and learn to run.
And yet we've just begun.
Sharing horizons that are new to us, watching the signs along the way, talking it over, just the two of us, working together day to day.
I'm a cowboy. Yeah. I'm a cowboy. Well, I was riding down the road on a quarter horse, and I roped them doggies and I brand them a course. I got spurs on my feet, a rope in my hand, got a pistol on my side. I'm the quickest in the land. I'm a cowboy. Yeah. Head 'em up, move 'em out. A cowboy and a man, he's a special kind of breed that lives off the land. I'm a cowboy man, that ain't no lying. If you're gonna mess with me, you're gonna have to die. I'm a cowboy. Well, I can ride in the show or rope on the range with the people in the city. I look kinda strange, got Justin boots, a resist all hat, and for every single day I won't look like that. I was raised in the hills with horses and stuff, and I grew to be strong and I learned to be tough. I don't mind the city cause I went to school there, but they got their own problems and I don't really care. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy. Hit 'em up, move 'em out. A cowboy and a man, he's a special kind of breed that lives off the land. I'm a cowboy man, that ain't no lying. If you're gonna mess with me, you're gonna have to die. I'm a cowboy. Well, I got a fixed fence and I gotta load hay and I gotta brand calves if I wanna get paid. I work real hard to make the cattle grow, cause a cowboy's a full-time job, you know. That's my way of life, like that it will stay. And if you can't live it that way, you best go away. So I rope my steers and live real rough, cause if you're gonna be a cowboy, you gotta be tough. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. For people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
You're the bravest of hearts, you're the strongest of souls. You're my light in the dark, you're the place I go home. You can say it's alright, but I know that you're breaking up inside. I see it in your eyes. Even you face the night, afraid and alone. That's why I'll be there when the storm rises up, when the shadows descend. Every beat of my heart, every day without end, every second I live, that's the promise I make. Baby, that's what I'll give, if that's what it takes. If that's what it takes. You can sleep in my arms, you don't have to explain. When your heart's crying out, baby, whisper my name. 'Cause I've reached out for you when the thunder is crashing up above. You've given me your love, and you smile like the sun that shines through the pain. That's why I'll be there when the storm rises up, when the shadows descend. Every beat of my heart, every day without end, I will stand like a rock, I will bend till I break, till there's no more to give. If that's what it takes, I will risk everything, I will fight, I will bleed, I will lay down my life, if that's what you need. Every second I live, that's the promise I make. Baby, that's what I give, if that's what it takes. Through the wind and the rain, through the smoke and the fire, when the fear rises up, when the waves ever higher, I will lay down my heart, my body, my soul. I will hold on all night and never let go. Every second I live, that's the promise I make. Baby, that's what I give, if that's what it takes. If that's what it takes, I promise, whatever it takes, whatever it takes, I promise, if that's what it takes, whatever, whatever, whatever it takes,
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space.
such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. And all the science I don't understand, it's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man, a rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And
Every day and every night I
into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Such a heart, such a soul. And when you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying.
wouldn't trade them for gold. 'Cause they laugh and they cry me, they somehow sanctify me. They're woven in the stories I have told and tell again. My old friend, I apologize for the years that have passed since the last time you and I dusted off those memories of the running and the races, the people and the places. There's always somewhere else I had to be, and time gets thin, my old friend. Don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, don't know why.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Spring is here, the sky is blue. Whoa, birds all sing as if they knew. Today's the day we'll say I do, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Bells will ring, the sun will shine. Whoa, I'll be his and he'll be mine. We'll love until the end of time, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going to the chapel of love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going to the chapel of love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going to the chapel of
You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain. like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come, let me love you, come love me again. Like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again.
Dancing in the dark, middle of the night, taking your heart and holding it tight. Emotional touch, touching my skin, and asking you to do what you've been doing all over again. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, Don't think I can keep it all in. I just gotta let you know what it is that won't let me go. It's your love. It just does something to me. It sends a shock right through me. I can't get enough. And if you wonder about the spell I'm under, oh, it's your love. Better than I was, more than I am. And all of this happened by taking your hand. And who I am now is who I wanted to be. And now that we're together, I'm stronger than ever. I'm happy and free. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Don't think I can keep it all in. And if you ask me why I've changed, all I gotta do is say your sweet name. It's your love.
Guess the time of a lifetime.
You ought to ask Mr. Mistopheles, the original conjuring cat.
The greatest magicians have something to learn from Mr. Mistopheles' conjuring turn. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. He is quiet and small, he is black, from his ears to the tip of his tail. He can creep through the tiniest crack. He can walk on the narrowest rail. He can pick any card from a pack. He is equally cunning with dice. He is always deceiving you into believing that he's only hunting for mice. He can play any trick with a cork, or a spoon and a bit of fish paste. If you look for a knife or a fork, and you think it is merely misplaced, you have seen it one moment, and then it is gone. You'll find it next week lying out on the lawn. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. His manner is vague and aloof. You would think there was nobody shyer, but his voice has been heard on the roof when he was curled up by the fire. And he's sometimes been heard by the fire when he was about on the roof. At least we all heard that somebody heard, which is incontestable proof of his singular magical powers. And I've known the family to call him in from the garden for hours when he was asleep in the hall. And not long ago, this phenomenal cat produced 7 kittens right out of a hat. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles.